I ran for at least a couple of years under my full legal name and got upbraided by Lue's hate crew
Damn it.
for speaking out directly against what Lue was doing because I helped transcribe the Disclosure Project witnesses' statements back in 2001. I take exception to you saying long time no see. I'm often listening in, but I prefer to listen more and speak less because you younger people are way on top of the information and the documentation. And I'm thankful to both of you for keeping the story of the harassment in the forefront of people's minds. Some people say, oh, it's just more Twitter drama. I'm sorry. No, when people are getting targeted and harassed and doxxed and threatened by the likes of people like KMF, and I'll include myself in that, uh, I, I'm just, it's like, well, you can say it's drama, but it's actually happening to real people and it's wrong. It just should
And
not be
Dorothy,
happening.
you weren't caught up in anything related to Tupa KMF. You were caught up in what years before, right? With what was going on in Fessler's show and Rich
Right.
Goofon.
Wait,
Because
what?
I'm a fan of somebody who's particularly unpopular because he's a total curmudgeon on believing anything about the ufology scene. Uh, I'm a fan of Goofon. I made a personal friendship with Rich early on when I came in to get grief relief after my son died in 2020 suddenly. And anyway, when Who's Lou came out, Manny thanked Goofon and other people for their assistance in creating the documentary. And that's when all the harassment and stuff of Goofon and these other people that were associated with the Who's Lou documentary came on the scene. And that's why I was spurred to write an open letter to Lue Elizondo about it. Hey, look, man, you think you're the first guy that ever looked into this? You're standing on the shoulders of so many other people who they were uh, they were risking so much back in 2001 with no protections for them on their jobs, their job security, their pensions, anything, to come out and say what they saw. And being the daughter of an Air Force pilot from World War II, what I saw in the skies in 1997 and reported, uh, it didn't seem like alien craft to me. It looked like new airplanes that the hover cars were actually real because they were pacing my car and making
You said this is in
right
97?
angle turns and stuff. So it's like, look, you can believe in the woo, and the woo may be true. You can believe in the nuts and bolts, and that's probably also true. But in terms of getting the truth out about what's happening on the scene with people who are speaking up about what they've seen or experienced, the harassment, the doxing, all of that really needs to stop. And I'm really appreciative of Tupra, your new name, and Red Panda Koala for keeping it on the forefront of people's minds. It's important that people understand and know that actual people who don't necessarily have, a dog in the fight per se, are getting targeted and harassed. It's wrong. It shouldn't
And
be
people who don't
happening.
have a platform, right? People who don't have as big of a platform to be like, hey, this is happening to me. Like, you're just a fan of somebody who they went after. You know what I mean? And you're not the
Well,
only
that's one
fan.
of the
Exactly.
arguments that somebody at that echelon dude tried to make, which is that if you are a public figure, you deserve harassment, which it doesn't matter whether you're creating a product or make videos, you still don't deserve harassment. Nobody deserves it just because you put yourself in the spotlight. But yeah, it happens to people that aren't even trying to put themselves out there, that are just listeners or like maybe supporters who give words of encouragement. Like those people are being harassed too, right? So, um, yeah, it's quite a
Right. When
thing.
it comes down to just normal people, citizens in the country who are fans or interested in the subject and they happen to speak out, well, I probably would have been speaking out more except for the harassment that I received. So therefore, I don't have as much, information of a documentarian nature to give out to people. That's why I listen more than I talk. But just so you know, Tupra, I am listening. I'm usually listening. You just might not see me down there. That's all.
Oh yeah.